What if I told you that the key to a richer, happier life has almost nothing to do with how much money you have? We've been sold a story that more money equals a better life, but the truth, the people who live best aren't the ones who spend the most. They're the ones who live with the most intention. Today, we're tearing up the old rulebook and exploring how to live better with less money. Let's dive in. Living better with less money isn't about deprivation at all. It's really about intentionality. It's the art of shifting your focus away from accumulating things and instead cultivating experiences, connections, and a genuine sense of freedom. This is a path to a richer, more meaningful life, not a poorer one. So let's talk about everything you need to know about how to live better with less money. And we'll break it down into the key mindset shifts first, followed by some practical action steps. Let's start with part 1, the mindset shift. Because this truly is the foundation of everything. Before you can change what you do, you have to change how you think, and this is absolutely the most crucial step. First, we need to redefine what rich and better actually mean. A rich life is no longer defined by a big house or a new car in the driveway. Instead, it's defined by things like time, having the time to spend with loved ones, to dive into hobbies, or simply to sit and think. It's about freedom, the freedom to say no to a job you hate or yes to a spontaneous adventure, simply because you're not chained to a massive paycheck. It's about health, having the energy and vitality to truly enjoy life. It's about community, building deep, supportive relationships with friends, family, and neighbors. And finally, it's about peace, a calm mind, free from the constant anxiety of debt and the pressure to keep up with everyone else. Next, we need to shift from being a consumer to being a creator. Instead of buying entertainment, you create it. Think board game nights, hiking, writing, or cooking at home. Instead of automatically buying new things, you learn to fix what you have, to repurpose items, and to mend them. This shift is incredibly empowering and puts you back in control. Another important piece is embracing sufficiency, not scarcity. This is the deep-down belief that you have enough. Scarcity whispers, "I don't have enough, so I'm miserable." But sufficiency says, "I have what I need, and I can be genuinely happy with this." It's about appreciating what you already have, and honestly, that's the real secret to contentment. And finally, learn to value experiences over possessions. The happiness you get from a new possession fades pretty quickly, a phenomenon known as hedonic adaptation. But the happiness from an experience, a camping trip, a concert, a cooking class, that actually grows over time as it becomes a cherished memory you'll carry with you. Now that's the mindset, so let's move on to part 2, the practical toolkit. This is where the mindset meets the road, starting with mastering your money. You don't need a complex budget to do this. You just need a simple plan that gives you control. Start by knowing your numbers. For just 1 month, track every single penny you spend. Use a notebook, an app, or a simple spreadsheet. This isn't about judgment, it's about awareness. You will likely be surprised, maybe even shocked, to see where your money is actually going. From there, consider something like the 50-30-20 rule or your own version of it. The idea is to aim for about 50% of your income for needs, like rent, utilities, groceries, and basic transportation. Then 30% for wants, like dining out, streaming services, and hobbies. And finally, 20% for savings and debt, building that emergency fund and paying off extra debt. Now, if you're living on very little, your needs might be more like 60 or 70%, and that's perfectly okay. The goal here is awareness and intention, not a perfect formula. One of the best things you can do is automate your savings. Set up an automatic transfer, even if it's just $10 a week, from your checking to your savings account. You'll be amazed at how it adds up over time, and you'll quickly learn to live without that small amount. And while you're at it, question every subscription you have. Streaming services, gym memberships, those box subscriptions. Do you really use them enough to justify the cost? If not, cancel what you don't truly love. Now let's talk about spending smart on what I like to call the big three: housing, transportation, and food. These are your largest expenses, so optimizing them yields the biggest savings. When it comes to housing, getting a roommate is the single fastest way to cut your rent in half. You could also consider moving to a smaller place. Do you really need that spare room or that large yard? You might even try negotiating your rent. If you're a good tenant, your landlord might prefer to keep you at a slightly lower rate rather than go through the hassle of finding someone new. And for the more adventurous, there's something called house hacking, where you buy a duplex or triplex, live in one unit, and rent out the others to cover your mortgage. For transportation, here's the golden rule. The best way to save on a car is to not have a car payment at all. Drive a reliable, paid-off older car. Consider living closer to work or to a transit line, which reduces your reliance on a car and might even allow you to bike or walk. You can also combine your errands into one trip to save on gas and time. And learning some basic maintenance, like changing your own air filter or wiper blades, saves money and builds a great sense of self-reliance. And then there's food. Cooking at home is the biggest money saver by far. A home-cooked meal is almost always cheaper and healthier than takeout. Master the art of meal planning. Plan your meals for the week, make a list based on that plan, and stick to the list at the grocery store. And never, ever shop hungry. Embrace what's called use-it-up cooking. Before you go shopping, see what's already in your fridge and pantry and build meals around those items to prevent food waste. And simply packing your lunch for work can save you thousands of dollars a year. But living better isn't just about saving money. It's also about finding richer living. This is where the real magic happens. This is how you fill your life with value that doesn't cost much at all. Start by cultivating free and low-cost pleasures. Spend time in nature, whether that's hiking, walking in a park, going to the beach, or just stargazing. Tap into your community with free concerts in the park, library events, museum-free days, and local festivals. Enjoy your own home with game nights, movie nights with homemade popcorn, reading, gardening, or learning a new instrument. And don't forget the internet, where you can learn a new skill on YouTube, listen to fascinating podcasts, or borrow ebooks for free from the library using apps like Libby. Invest in relationships, not things. Host a potluck dinner instead of going out to a restaurant. Have a coffee date at home or a simple walk and talk with a friend. Organize a book club or a board game group. Your deepest connections are forged in shared experiences, not in expensive outings. Consider embracing the gig economy as a side hustle. Use your skills to make a little extra money for your goals. You could tutor, pet sit, walk dogs, freelance write, or sell handmade crafts online. This isn't about working all the time. It's about having a small cushion for fun or savings. Learn the joy of making do and mending. Before you throw something away or rush to buy a replacement, just ask yourself, can I fix this? A button, a hole in a sock, a wobbly chair. YouTube has a tutorial for everything. Learn to sew, do basic woodworking, or repair a bike. It builds skill, confidence, and saves money. And finally, practice gratitude. It might sound a bit cliché, but it's truly the cornerstone of the sufficiency mindset. Each day, just note one or two things you're grateful for that didn't cost any money. A sunny day, a good conversation, a delicious meal you cooked yourself. This simple act rewires your brain to see abundance everywhere. So here's the ultimate takeaway. Living better with less money is not a life of sacrifice. It's a life of focus. You are clearing away the clutter of unnecessary spending to make room for what truly matters: your time, your people, your passions, and your peace. It's not about what you give up. It's all about what you gain. So remember, living better with less isn't a life of sacrifice. It's a life of focus. You're clearing away the clutter of unnecessary spending to make room for what truly matters: your time, your people, your passions, and your peace. It's not about what you give up. It's about what you gain. If this video sparked an idea or shifted something in your perspective, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. And if you're ready to build a richer life on your own terms, don't forget to subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.